To make revisions to approved families within shared libraries, we need to make a copy of the files before editing. Browsing the doors in this library, we can look to make a few changes. In this example, we'll modify the appearance of these three doors. Select them and then from the Bulk Actions drop-down, choose Copy to WIP and click Apply. Choose a temporary location for the files to be stored. In our example, we use the desktop. Once the files are in the Work in Progress area, we're working on a copy. Left-click, then drag the copy from the thumbnail directly into Revit and begin making the changes. In this example, we'll make a graphical change so that we can see the thumbnail update. The change could be anything such as geometry, parameters, parameter values. It can be anything to do with the file. So let's change the thumbnail to the internal elevation, hide off the annotation and the host. When ready, click the Save Families button. We receive a warning that we're overwriting an existing file in the Work in Progress area, and in this case, this is correct. We can double check that it's using the appropriate thumbnail from the drop-down. Then click Save to Library. Now close down the family and switch back to Content Studio and refresh the Work in Progress area. Repeat this process for all the files you're modifying. We'll go ahead and speed this up. The copied files are stored locally on your PC, so you can easily browse the files outside of Content Studio in Windows Explorer. You can even use other apps for making batch updates to parameters within families, or even working with Dynamo. The possibilities are endless once the files are moved back to your Work in Progress area. Content Studio's workflows have been designed to be as flexible as possible in the many ways you might want to manage and maintain your libraries. Once all the files have been updated in the Work in Progress area and it's been refreshed, we are now ready to submit. The intention is to overwrite the approved versions in the demo project. Select the files, then from the Bulk Actions drop-down, choose Submit to Library and click Apply. Pick the required library and continue. As we're logged in as an administrator, we get the option to auto-approve. In this example, we want to see the files arrive as pending, so we'll click No. There's nothing left in the Work in Progress area, so let's move to the shared library and see what's happened to the files. We can browse to the doors and narrow the results. And here we can see the listing is still the last approved version and not our recently submitted version. Each of these three files currently have updates pending. We can see this on the individual listings, but as an administrator we can spend all day hunting for pending files needing attention. The right-hand sidebar advises there are 58 items and 3 revisions pending. To find these files quickly, we can simply use the Pending filter on the header bar. The results are filtered to only display the items requiring attention. To compare the approved versus pending, select a listing and then from the sidebar, switch between Pending 1 and Current. To review any metadata changes, click the Types tab and any changes will also be reflected here. When satisfied with the changes, select all or some of the listings, then from the Bulk Actions drop-down, choose Approve Selected and click Apply. Now the sidebar updates and we can see there are no revisions pending. In the results pane, the latest approved version shows the updated families. Older versions are not kept and are overwritten during the approval process.